You've heard it said, no pain, no gain, but what if I told you, no rest, no success? That's right. While the physical act of running is undeniably important, it's the rest and recovery that truly sets the stage for optimum performance and long-term success. Many times runners in their quest for improvement overlook the importance of this crucial element. They push themselves, ignoring the signs of fatigue in the belief that more is always better. But is it? Imagine this, you're building a skyscraper. Each run, each workout is like adding a new floor, but without a solid foundation, without giving the cement time to set, the structure becomes unstable, shaky, and eventually, it could crumble. That's exactly what happens to your body when you continuously stress it without giving it time to heal and adapt. This can lead to overtraining, a state where your body is constantly playing catch-up, leading to decreased performance, increased risk of injuries, and even impacts on mental health. On the flip side, proper rest and recovery can provide numerous benefits. It allows your body to repair the microscopic damage caused by intense training, build stronger muscle fibers, and replenish energy stores. This process of building back better is what allows you to run faster, go longer, and stay injury-free. Rest and recovery also play a critical role in maintaining a healthy balance of various hormones in the body. For instance, during sleep, the body releases growth hormone, which is essential for tissue repair and recovery. Likewise, rest helps in regulating the levels of cortisol, commonly known as the stress hormone, which can increase during periods of intense training. In essence, rest and recovery are not just about taking a break. It's an active process that involves various physiological processes aimed at restoring, replenishing, and rejuvenating your body. It's an investment in your future performance and longevity as a runner. So, let's dive in and uncover the science behind rest and recovery for runners. Now you might be thinking, I just sit on my couch, right? Well, not exactly. While rest is key, the science of recovery is a bit more nuanced than that. Let's dive into the two main types of recovery, active and passive. Active recovery, contrary to what the name might suggest, doesn't involve lacing up your running shoes for another lap around the track. It's about engaging in low-intensity, low-impact activities on your rest days. Think of it as taking your body for a casual stroll rather than an all-out sprint. This could be a gentle yoga class, a leisurely bike ride, or even just a walk in the park. The goal here is to increase blood flow and stimulate the body's natural recovery processes without adding extra stress or strain. Now let's talk about passive recovery. This is where that image of lounging on the couch comes into play. But again, it's not quite that simple. Passive recovery is about giving your body complete rest, allowing it to repair and rebuild those hard-working muscles. This includes getting a good night's sleep, which is a prime time for your body to go into repair mode. Also, it involves activities like stretching, foam rolling, and even taking a warm bath to help relax your muscles and speed up recovery. Both active and passive recovery play vital roles in a runner's routine. Active recovery helps keep your muscles loose and flexible, reducing the risk of injury, while passive recovery gives your body the downtime it needs to repair itself and get stronger. How do you incorporate these into your training routine, you ask? Well, it's all about balance. On your rest days, consider incorporating some form of active recovery in the morning, like a gentle yoga session or a slow bike ride. Follow this up with passive recovery in the evening, where you allow your body to unwind and relax. This could involve stretching, foam rolling, or just getting an early night's sleep. It's also important to listen to your body. If you're feeling particularly worn out after a tough run, it might be a sign that you need more passive recovery. On the other hand, if you're feeling stiff and sore, some active recovery might be just what you need to loosen up those tight muscles. Remember, recovery isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding what works best for you and your body. It's about understanding that rest and recovery are as important as the miles you log on the track. It's about realizing that recovery isn't just downtime, but an essential part of your training that helps you become a stronger, more efficient runner. Remember, it's not just about clocking miles, it's about making every mile count. What if I told you that your best training partner might just be your pillow? Yes, you heard it right. Your fluffy, soft, inviting pillow may just be the secret weapon of successful runners. Let's dive into the science behind this. When we sleep, our body goes into a state of recovery. It's like hitting the reset button for your body. Your muscles repair themselves, your brain processes new information, and your immune system gets a boost. Now, why is this so important for runners? Well, when you're pounding the pavement, hitting the trails, or sprinting on the track, you're actually causing microscopic damage to your muscles. This is completely normal, and is part of the process that makes you stronger and faster. But your body needs time to repair this damage. And a significant part of this repair process happens during sleep. Unfortunately, in today's fast-paced world, sleep often gets sidelined. But sleep deprivation can lead to decreased performance and increased injury risk for runners. Studies have shown that lack of sleep can cause slower sprint times, decreased endurance, and slower recovery. It can also affect your mental health, leading to a lack of motivation and focus, which are crucial for any runner. And it's not just about the quantity of sleep, but also the quality. Deep sleep, the stage of sleep where you're hardest to wake up, is when your body releases growth hormones. These hormones are like your body's in-house repair crew, working to mend those micro tears in your muscles caused by running. Now, all this doesn't mean that you should be sleeping all day, every day. The key is to find the right balance and incorporate good sleep habits into your training regimen. This includes sticking to a regular sleep schedule, creating a restful environment, and avoiding caffeine and electronic devices before bedtime. So don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. It's the secret weapon that can help you run faster, longer, and stay injury-free. After all, running is not just about the miles you log in, but also about the zz's you clock in. Food is fuel, and just as you wouldn't fill a race car with low-grade gas, you shouldn't fuel your body with junk. Now let's dive into the role of nutrition in recovery. Picture this. You've just finished an exhilarating run. Your heart's pounding, your muscles are throbbing, and you're drenched in sweat. You've pushed your body to its limits, and now it's time to recover. But how? The answer lies in what you eat. Nutrition plays a crucial role in recovery. It's the building blocks that help repair your muscles, recharge your energy, and get you ready for your next run. But not all foods are created equal. Let's talk protein first. Imagine your muscles as a wall made of bricks. Every time you run, some of these bricks get damaged. That's where protein steps in. Like a dedicated bricklayer, protein helps repair and rebuild this wall, making it stronger for your next run. So, after a run, reach for foods high in protein. Think lean meats, eggs, and dairy. Or if you're plant-based, lentils, beans, and tofu are excellent protein sources. Now, onto carbohydrates. If protein is the bricklayer, then carbohydrates are the energy suppliers. They replenish your body's energy stores, which get depleted during a run. They're like the fuel for your race car. Without them, you'll run out of steam. So after your run, it's essential to consume foods rich in carbohydrates. We're talking whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. But remember, timing is everything. The golden window for recovery is within 30 minutes to 2 hours post-run. This is when your body is most receptive to nutrients, and when protein synthesis and glycogen replenishment are at their peak. So the next time you lace up your running shoes, remember this. Running is just half the battle. The other half is what's on your plate. And by balancing your intake of protein and carbohydrates, you're setting yourself up for success. Remember, what you eat after a run can be just as important as the run itself. Can you imagine driving without a dashboard? Well, running without monitoring your recovery is similar. Just as you wouldn't ignore your car's warning signs, you shouldn't overlook your body's signals either. It's vital to keep track of your recovery progress to optimize your performance and prevent injuries. So how do you monitor recovery? Let's delve into some tried and tested methods. First up, we have sleep quality. Contrary to popular belief, it's not just the amount of sleep that matters, but also its quality. Deep, restful sleep is when your body does most of its repair work. If you're tossing and turning all night or waking up feeling exhausted, it might be a sign that you're not recovering well. There are numerous apps and wearable devices available today that can help you track your sleep patterns. Next on the list is heart rate monitoring. Your resting heart rate can be a great indicator of recovery. If your heart rate is unusually high in the morning, it's a signal that your body is under stress and needs more time to recover. Again, there are plenty of gadgets out there that can do this job for you. Lastly, don't underestimate the importance of your mood and energy levels. If you're feeling irritable, anxious, or just low on energy, these could be signs of overtraining or inadequate recovery. Listen to your body. It's often smarter than we give it credit for. However, remember that these are just tools to aid you. The real monitoring happens when you start paying attention to your body and its responses. It's about understanding your own rhythms and respecting your limits. It's about knowing when to push and when to pull back. In the end, remember that recovery is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process that requires regular monitoring and adjustments. So, keep your eyes on the road, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, or the brakes, as the case may be. Being in tune with your body can make all the difference between a successful run and an injury. So keep monitoring, keep adjusting, and keep running. From ice baths to foam rollers, recovery techniques are as varied as runners themselves. Let's dive into some of the most common ones and see how they can benefit your recovery routine. First up, we have stretching. It's a classic, but for good reason. Stretching after a run helps to lengthen and relax your muscles, improving flexibility and reducing muscle tension. It can also increase blood flow to your muscles, helping speed up the recovery process. Next, we have foam rolling, also known as self-myofascial release. This technique uses a foam roller to apply pressure to tight spots in your muscles, helping to break up knots and reduce muscle tightness. It's like giving yourself a deep tissue massage minus the hefty price tag. Speaking of massage, professional massages are another excellent recovery technique. They help to increase blood flow, reduce muscle tension, and can even help to break up scar tissue. And let's be honest, they just feel great. Another common recovery technique is the use of ice baths, or cold showers. While it might sound a bit extreme, the cold can help to reduce inflammation and speed up recovery. Just remember to limit your time in the cold to around 15 minutes to avoid any negative effects. Lastly, don't forget about rest. It might not sound like a technique, but getting plenty of sleep and taking rest days are essential components of any recovery routine. Your body needs time to repair and rebuild after a hard workout, and rest is when this magic happens. These are just a few of the many recovery techniques out there. Each has its own benefits, and what works best for you might be different from what works best for someone else. Remember, variety is the spice of recovery. Don't be afraid to try different techniques and see what works best for you. So, we've journeyed through the science of rest and recovery, and what have we learned? Well, we've uncovered the undeniable truth that rest and recovery aren't just nice-to-haves for runners. They're essential components of a successful training regimen. We've seen that the runner's body is like a finely tuned machine, and just like any machine, it needs downtime for maintenance and repairs. We dove into the types and techniques of recovery. We discovered that active recovery, like light jogging or swimming, can help flush out lactic acid, while passive recovery, like a well-deserved nap, allows your body to fully recuperate. We unveiled sleep as the secret weapon of successful runners. A good night's sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed. It's when your body repairs muscle tissue and consolidates memories, turning your training into long-term gains. We explored the role of nutrition in recovery. We learned that the right balance of proteins, carbs, and fats can help replenish energy stores, repair muscle tissue, and reduce inflammation. We discussed how to monitor your recovery. We emphasized the importance of listening to your body and using tools like heart rate variability and sleep trackers to objectively measure your recovery status. We examined common recovery techniques like massage, compression garments, and cold water immersion. While the science behind these techniques is still evolving, they can offer some relief to tired muscles and speed up recovery. In essence, we've learned that rest and recovery are not just about taking a break, they're about giving your body the tools it needs to rebuild, recharge, and come back stronger. They're about understanding that success isn't just about pushing hard, but also knowing when to pull back. Remember, the road to running success is paved with rest and recovery, so don't forget to hit the pause button, and while you're resting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more running and fitness content.